Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven, Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule。
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule。
The unique sanctuary promises every new arrival that they will never return to a shelter or be alone on the streets again. If no one adopts them, they are welcome to spend the rest of their days in the comfort of the doghouse. Danny and Ron's rescue, a lifelong promise. Please continue watching to be inspired by a tale of loving devotion.
I don't hold animals superior or even equal to humans. The whole case for behaving decently to animals rests on the fact that we are the superior species. We are the species uniquely capable of imagination, rationality, and moral choice. And that is precisely why we are under an obligation to recognize and respect the rights of animals. Brigitte Brophy, vegetarian.
If you travel to the British Virgin Islands, you may hear, "All is well." It is the local way of saying, "How are you?" Agreeable viewers, my name is Hazel, and it delights me to be your host today. The benevolent islanders applaud your forward thinking, plus peace-promoting vegan lifestyle. Welcome to our show about Danny and Ron's rescue, a lifelong promise. In 2005, after Hurricane Katrina made landfall in the United States, heavy rains and strong winds caused unprecedented damage. One of the unfortunate outcomes was a surge in the number of homeless dog people. Danny Robert Shaw and Ron Danter, equestrian trainers by profession, decided to rescue as many canines as possible. After saving approximately 600 of our furry friends, the two men felt they had found their second calling and started a non-profit called Danny and Ron's Rescue. It is unusual and may even be one of a kind. Mr. Robert Shaw and Mr. Danter turned their farmhouse into what they called the doghouse. They did so because animal people who have been mistreated or abandoned need the experience of living in a home before they are adoptable. Through constant, tender, loving care, those who have suffered can let go of the past and begin to trust humans again. In March 2021, CBS 12 News from South Florida featured the charitable organization during the Hometown Heroes segment of its morning show. Co-anchor Sam Kerrigan spoke with the founders.
Danny Robert Shaw and Ron Danta live in the doghouse, literally. They started running Danny and Ron's Rescue out of their home more than a decade ago. And since then, they've saved more than 12,000 dogs.
It truly is that it's the dog's house, it's not ours.
And what's that like?
That's crazy.
What they've done is create a rescue unlike any other. It's a safe haven where every dog is loved and treated like part of the family.
We're very proud. Our dogs don't live in kennels and concrete rungs. They live as part of our family in the house. They can get on the couch, the furniture, the beds, there's many times at night we'll have 17 dogs in the bed, with us and stuff. But it really helps with the dogs from puppy mills, abuse cases, cruelty cases. It really helps them come out of their shells.
Danny and Ron also make sure each dog is spayed or neutered, vaccinated, and microchipped before heading to their forever home.
The mission is for people to have dogs and the dogs to have homes. And so we set out to do everything we can possibly do that enables that to happen.
What a remarkable and selfless undertaking. But Danny and Ron's rescue does not stop there. The unique sanctuary promises every new arrival that they will never return to a shelter or be alone on the streets again. If no one adopts them, they are welcome to spend the rest of their days in the comfort of the doghouse. As Mr. Danta has said, we offer them a happy life and a happy departure. Donations to the nonprofit have enabled its founders to expand the scope of their work. The number of dog people they have helped is now around 14,000. Mr. Robert Shaw and Mr. Danta find many of their four-legged clients at conventional shelters. They look for the unattractive ones that are least likely to be chosen by others. The altruistic gentleman also asks to be notified when unfortunate individuals are scheduled to be euthanized. Sadly, almost 400,000 canine people in American shelters are put to death each year. Danny and Ron's rescue saves as many as possible, nursing them back to health and gaining their trust along the way. There are often more than 100 residents staying at the doghouse. There is no doubt that Mr. Robert Shaw and Mr. Danta fulfilled their original ambition. But puppy mills and overbreeding are ongoing issues related to the criminal practice of forcing dog people to fight each other. Our two heroes want to help put an end to these things through positive entertainment and education. They started writing a series of books for children called Life in the Doghouse. Each installment tells the story of some real pups whose lives were transformed by Danny and Ron's rescue. And in October 2022, the authors published Forever Home, the complete account of how two men found each other and then dedicated their relationship to offering acceptance and kindness to some of the most neglected and vulnerable of our animal friends.
Vegan, because you don't have the heart to hurt anyone.
We will take a moment to offer our sincere gratitude for the way God always arranges what is best for us. All we have to do is be receptive. More good news is coming, so please stay with us here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our program, Danny and Ron's Rescue, a lifelong promise on Supreme Master Television. Rescued dog people who get adopted are not the only ones who benefit. Mr. Robert Shaw and Mr. Danta have received countless thank you letters from individuals who found a furry friend at the doghouse. One such satisfied customer turned out to be film director Ron Davis, who expressed an interest in making a documentary about the couple. They agreed that a movie could touch many hearts and increase public awareness about saving animal people. Completed in 2018 and released by Netflix the following year, Life in the Doghouse has received fantastic reviews and won Best Documentary at the Tryon International Film Festival in North Carolina. Let's take a peek.
don't really know of any other rescues that just let dogs live in their house like we do. We have 71 dogs in the house currently. People space, how many square feet would a king-size bed be? We live in the dog's house. We're the guest.
Good morning, Amelia.
Once we say you're part of Danny and Ron's rescue, we promise you will never end up in a shelter again, or needy, or not being loved. If they're capable of having a good quality of life and hopefully be adopted, then we'll stick by it and get it done.
I never dreamed we would have a rescue this size that has taken over, our whole home, our lives. We adopt mainly to the horse show world. We're kind of a unique rescue where we're known in our sport for bringing dogs to horse shows. We get the majority of our dogs from animal shelters. Sometimes I can get 100 emails from 20 shelters asking us to take dogs off their euthanasia list. What we usually try to do is try to get a lot that are not very popular to get adopted so that they can get a home. When they come into our rescue, this is their safe haven. So even if we consider them non-adoptable, they will live their life out here and they will be safe. Our house is full of staff. It's like living in a business.
We work together, live together. Believe it or not, with all the time together, there's very little time to talk, except about the dogs. How many are there?
Probably about 40 to 50. There's a part of me that would love to be selfish and say, we've rescued almost 10,000 dogs. We're gonna go pick up, we're gonna go travel. But seeing their faces and knowing they're going to die drives me harder to want to save more. All right, cornbread. Off to the vets we go.
There was something about the look in her eye that made me feel like she's really lost here.
Okay, there you go, sweetie. You need a bath. I can smell you.
Oh, watch so it doesn't go out the window. Don't go in that window.
We've got dogs in Seattle, we've got them in California, we've got them in Canada, we've got them in Europe, we have them all over the globe.
But we don't care if they adopt from us, we just want them to adopt. I mean, it's just saving lives.
The documentary Life in the Doghouse is available on the nonprofit's website and various streaming video services. In addition to caring for their own family, Mr. Robert Shaw and Mr. Dante assist financially challenged older adults who have animal companions. Their donations to other agencies help pay for food and veterinary services. And since the beginning of the pandemic, Danny and Ron's Rescue has been supplying food suitable for dog and cat people to county food banks. Apart from the doghouse, Mr. Robert Shaw and Mr. Dante bring even more goodness to the world. They are sometimes informed of neglected horses that are in danger of dying. They have rescued many of these and keep some on their farm. In an interview for Practical Horseman magazine, Mr. Dante was asked if he had a favorite saying. He replied, "Within the heart of every animal lies a simple desire to be loved." We thank the founders and staff of Danny and Ron's Rescue for their outstanding work and the example they set for others. May heaven smile on their dedication to God's four-legged children. To learn more about Danny and Ron's Rescue, please visit DannyRon'sRescue.org.
Vegan, stepping stone to heaven.
Exuberant viewers, thank you for spending time with us today. Next is Awakening to Spiritual Awareness, Part 1 of 14, on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. May your days be showered with sunshine and God's blessings.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GPGW.